Welcome to the Garcia Bros Skyblock world. This is where we're going to enjoy and have fun, and you guys get to witness it all. So we started off the world just like any other person would. We started mining some trees. And we kept doing that until, eventually, we got the very first achievement in the world. And with that wood, we were able to craft a bunch of planks and the very first crafting table of the world as well. I was able to make a bunch of tools for me and Xavier, which would prove really useful, and it was all fun until this happened. I just died and fell. It's okay, we didn't have any coins, so it's not like we lost anything. Oh wait, where did this come from? Sapling? No, all this. Wait, what? It's not there. Oh, it's a glitch. After that catastrophe, I started flattening out the land, which again was really useful because it was all just a massive hill. And at this point, Xavier was having a lot of trouble with his skin. It wasn't really showing up because on my screen, it looked like he was the fire guy from the Fantastic Four, but on his screen, he was his own personalized skin. But he couldn't figure it out, so we just went on with it. After that, I then realized that we were going to start needing a source of food soon since, hunger's a thing. So I started expanding this crop place, and this way we could start growing beetroot. But then something else happened. I was mining this tree, and then all of a sudden, boom, another tree just spawned right on top of me. It was kind of funny. I didn't know what to do, but I just kept mining all the trees, and I went on with it. It was now the very first night of the server, and while I was on top of the surface of our island, making amazing beetroot, because we all know that's necessary in a Minecraft world, Xavier started building something, and he was using all of our wood, so I decided I needed to go check it out and see what he was doing. As it turns out, he had a very good idea. He started digging and he made a second platform, which would prove really useful for storage space and having more room on the island considering it was so small. So, I decided I wanted to build a third platform. I was going to dig down because I wasn't going to let Xavier one-up me on his great ideas, so what better thing to do than to just copy him? So, after doing that, I stopped for a while, and I went back up to go and do some more chores up on the surface of the island. I worked some more on my beetroot just to make sure that we had all the food we needed, and after that, I used the cobblestone I'd mined from earlier to make the very first furnace of the world, and we placed it right next to the chest, completing it. Me and Xavier then had a great idea for resource reasons. We decided we were going to build a very big platform with multiple pieces of dirt in random places. This way we could have a good source of trees. So we placed one with 4. It was pretty small, but it would work for now. After that, I tended to my glorious beetroot, and the trees had grown after that, so we decided to go and chop them all down. I walked back to our very small storage unit, which consisted of one chest. I grabbed some saplings, and I headed over to the pieces of dirt, soon to realize that, well, we didn't really have enough saplings to keep the farm going. So, me and Xavier decided that we needed to waste even more wood, expanding the outside and making it to where all the leaves didn't hang off of the edge and we didn't miss a single sapling. We finished that off, and you'll see the end product right now. But after that, something really interesting happened as we were trying to expand it a little more. Ouch. Dead. Yeah, I died again. I mean, it was fine, we didn't have any coins or anything, but I was still pretty frustrated considering Xavier hadn't died yet, and I had 2 deaths on my counter. But we moved on with it, and I was able to get 2 more dirt down. This way we had 2 more trees to plant, which added to our farm. I then went over to the sapling, which grew right in front of me, and me and Xavier, we needed more wood, so we decided to chop all the trees down. As we were doing all of that, me and Xavier had a fantastic idea. You probably guessed it, but, more expansion! So, we started doing all of that, and it was pretty funny because as Xavier was building out to outline everything, he kind of hit a world border, which was pretty surprising to me, but we went along with it so we can make the farm as big as possible, and we filled all of those gaps, and this way we were able to expand the farm. We went back just to make sure we had enough resources to expand it even more, when, well, another tree grew on top of me. And this time there was multiple trees that were right next to me, and it took me a while to get out, but It was pretty funny. I started laughing, and we just went on with it. Me and Xavier wanted to keep expanding, but since we couldn't go out anymore, since, world border, we decided to go wide. So Xavier started building out the wide way, and I placed more dirt and saplings. This way the farm was as big as possible, and this way we were able to get the big enough harvest. After that, and we had placed the saplings in their spots, waiting for another harvest, we went back up to the surface to go check on the storage, and that's when we realized we were, practically broke. We had nothing but a couple pieces of beetroot, cobblestone, and wood. And so I looked at the farm, and I seen how big it was and how much more it needed to be expanded. After that, I then realized, well, I haven't tended to my beetroot in a while. So I decided to start mining some beetroot again because, it's always necessary to have some of that nice red stuff. And so after that, I placed all the seeds down, and I came downstairs to Xavier making a spillage underneath the beetroot farm, which I got offended by because, that's my beetroot. So me and him plugged it up, and I yelled at him. I made a bunch of bowls of meshed together beetroot because, who doesn't like eating all of that? And so it gave us an achievement called Food for Thought, and it gave Xavier half of the bowls because he doesn't like eating that kind of stuff. And we started to work on the tree farm, which consisted of chopping down some more trees and murdering them. Which sounds bad when I say it like that, but that's exactly what we're doing for resource reasons. So, after we were doing that, we planted more of the saplings for the final harvest. This way we were able to get a certain type of clip that I thought would look cool. So we did that, and we went back to the surface after we were done planting all the saplings. And that's where we waited for this. And we waited for 5 minutes just to watch these trees grow, but I thought it would look cool. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, then let us know, and we will make another one. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.